Hey guys, your boy Benji from Mind Map Madness, and today we're going to be looking at the different types of people you will find at a party. And we ask how important is each group socially and how much effort goes into your role of the party. So each person is measured on a level of importance and the amount of effort they make for their status at the party. In other words, you can be fit into 4 categories. Tryhards that people love, tryhards that are just fucking annoying, content with own self and can't be fucked what other people think, or people love you without any effort being put in whatsoever. Especially when we want to find ourselves in the top left hand corner. Minimal effort, high popularity. And if you don't believe me, remember at high school where the most popular kids were just spoon-fed admiration, and then they went out into the real world and realized they had no personality. Well, at a party you want that same feeling, but there are many ways to skin a cat, and no party is possible without a host. And if you're at a venue, you could probably talk about the DJ. If they question who you are, you can immediately show them the door. So, if you're hosting a banging party, some effort needs to go into making this party great. But once the party starts, as long as the atmosphere is good, everyone will love you and everyone is your friend. Just don't let your newfound popularity get the better of you. One minute you're speaking to the hottest girl at the party, next minute you're daring yourself to pole dance or fight the dwarf that just arrived. Point is, people will remember you being a dick after God mode has been disabled. So stick to speaking to Brittany and leave the rest to make fools of themselves. Popularity points 10, effort points 4 out of 10. So the positives though, everyone loves you and you're likely getting laid by that hottie Brittany. Cons, your house looks like a frat house and you have the stress of smooth talking the cops when they arrive. And right next to the host is the DJ. Popularity is also 10, but effort is around 4.5. You would think the host has more responsibility and effort, but most of the effort is done in the setup. The host can at least have a good time, the DJ has to work. The better they are, the better the party, the admiration from everyone, and also getting the girl at the end of your set. Fuck, even I love the DJ. So the perks are that even the guys want to fuck you and everything is free. You're the Don John of the party. Disadvantages, you're working half the night, but hopefully you love what you do. Speaking about the hottie at the party, which shouldn't be misunderstood with the slut, who we will talk about later, where does she find herself on the graph? Before we talk about this fine specimen, you're probably wondering what is the difference between a hottie and a slut. Easily said, the hottie will take home a maximum of one person, like being part of an exclusive club if you're the winner. A slut won't need to know your first name, and when you want to play, it's like playing Russian roulette with your penis. The hot girl has to put a little more effort into putting her front up. Her makeup is on point, and she knows she's the hot girl, so some effort needs to go in. But you would think her social importance would be a little bit higher, right? She is liked, but she is so intimidating that only the biggest alphas, the host and the DJ have eyes on that prize. Pros, everyone's looking at you. Cons, well, everyone is looking at you. And your intimidation is stopping you from meeting some potentially awesome people. Hot tip, just do something silly. If you want to make yourself look more of a human and approachable, unless you like being part of your own exclusive club. Since we have already talked about the slut, let's go further into her importance. She sits in the Goldilocks zone. Some effort to badly put makeup on, her focus is fun, which is effortless, and heck, pennies are even optional. As for social importance, it's actually quite high, even higher than the hot girl. And you crazy kids thought I was going to say bad things about the slut. She is envied by the girls for having sexual freedom. Most guys above a 4 feel they have a chance, and even if they don't, the slut will still flirt with them at bare minimum, and they feel good about that at least. Pros, winning at life, carefree and quite popular. Well, the cons, you're an absolute STD trap. Before you get all flippant PC on me and say that you keep saying she, well, I have a different category for the male. It's the pickup artist. As for social importance, it's the exact same as a slut, envied by the guys for having the skills to pay the bills. The difference being that he has spent loads of effort to learn how to pick up girls, which is admirable and also entertaining if they feel super confident. Why can't guys be sluts? I'll explain. It's extremely rare to have enough horny girls in one place at a party to want to have sex with just one guy. And apart from that, after the guy comes once, he likely isn't thinking about sex anymore. Girls just have 1000% more stamina, except for this stud. Then we can talk about the suit wearer. Is liked more for being stylish and not creeping on all the girls. It's more of a, be seen and not heard sort of situation. A few tequilas in though, and the suit wearer is stylish and fun. And rounding out the hardest tries is the taken girl, who left her boyfriend at home. She is ranked also higher than the hot girl. Why? Because some of the guys are imagining things they couldn't do when the boyfriend was there, and likely still can't. But they fill that void by at least talking to her. And she is so open. That's what she said. Open not because she is going to cheat, well, depends on the girl, but because she isn't dead. Everyone wants to feel hot once in a while, and that's the reason she has made maximum effort, even giving the hot girl a run for her money. Makeup on point, heels, and that skin-tight dress that nicely fits around the butt. Pros: fulfilling a fantasy for the evening in your head, going home to your boyfriend for wild sex while you think about that hot guy you spoke to. Cons: well, not fulfilling the fantasy in real life, and your boyfriend just fell fast asleep. Not to be confused with the taken girl without a girlfriend. You have the taken guy who has also left his lovely petal at home, but he has taken on his primal state and can be put into one of these categories: the drunk, the fitness freak, the average Joe, and the football frat boy. Oh yeah, and then there's me, when I'm not with my girl, but I'm a responsible human with his technology devices, and I'll be talking about this specific type of YouTuber that we all know. But first, you're probably asking yourself, why are these types like this without their girlfriends? And I'll tell you. The drunk normally isn't a drunk with his girlfriend. He's a respectable man. Now his lady is away and he wants to show everyone how easy it is to lose 1 million brain cells so he can believe that he is single. The fitness freak normally isn't a freak when he is with his girlfriend. He's a respectable hot man. Now his lady's away and he needs a reason to get his shirt off or possibly reenact a striptease from Magic Mike. And with all these girls' eyes on him, it makes him feel like he's single. The average Joe isn't so average with his girlfriend around. He's a respectable man that his girlfriend adores while she gives him edification around the room. You couldn't do it better for yourself because she's a better spokesperson for you than you'll ever be, you fucking beta. You put on the same amount of effort into doing you as a fitness freak, but people care just a little less. But on the same level of care, but putting more effort in, you have the football frat boy, who isn't the frat boy when his girlfriend is around. He's a respectable man, where his trophy girlfriend prances around giving PR to the party again about how you're the fucking quarterback or halfback of the school team that got third at the inner city tournament with only 3 damn schools. When she isn't there, your inner bravado is unleashed, and he needs to impress the party by showing how alpha he truly is, and ultimately making him feel like he is single. Side note, this personality trait continues well into the older years, even when they're not playing sport anymore. And then we have the YouTuber with his phone. Not me, not anymore. I'm talking about that person that thinks they're the next Kim Kardashian who needs to vlog everything and enjoy exactly 0.5% of the time that they're there, but their faces while filming looks like they're having the most fun out of everybody. But some things on camera I'm glad I captured for everyone to see again. Just a disclaimer, so it isn't bad. But then you have the Instagram influencer, which is slightly more annoying than the YouTube competition. You can also see that they're trying the hardest with people caring almost little. Why? Because Instagram influencers are always ready to work while everyone else is trying to have fun. We are interrupting their work time. Hell, they might even tell you to move out of the way so they can take a photo. It's the equivalent of a salesman trying to sell you Amway at a party. And apart from most influencers being hot, because their job is taking selfies of themselves, their personality is about as empty as my nutsack after watching Ava Adams. To give some perspective on the same line of social importance is the damn well know-it-all. Don't know much and you look like a mute. And of course it's good to have an opinion. And then you have that person who knows every darn thing and takes over a conversation. We all know one. You might be an expert at rolling joints with your fucking toes, but save me the time to tell me how to carry myself because you couldn't carry anything because you haven't got any arms. With the same amount of effort, but people caring even less, is the mean girl. Now I'm here to say that 9 out of 10 mean girls are not actually mean. What they are trying to be is funny. In England, they would even say, having a bit of banter. But the delivery sucks and you just look mean. I'll give you a few examples and you guess what sounds like banter and what sounds like a mean girl. Let's say a guy trips over. How was your trip? Did you remember to send me a postcard? Or, oh my god, what a retard. Unexpected guest arrives who just happened to shave their head. Oh my, look what the cat dragged in. Usually, she doesn't like smooth surfaces. Or, your head looks weird. And finally, someone has gotten a new tattoo and you know what, the tattoo actually looks good. But you want to make them second guess their rash decision because you're such a great human being. And you say something like, yo dude, I heard you've gone into minimalism. No? I mean, I seen your tattoo and I thought you were selling everything. Or, his tattoo is so hot. Not. So, you know what, the mean girl just needs to work on her delivery and, you know, her social importance will rise. But you're probably thinking, why does the guy with no weed putting lots of effort into making friends? Well, duh, he's trying to find friends who want to share their weed. This is not the best thing for everyone, unless it's a once-off occurrence. But if it's a regular thing, they can get quite annoying. No one likes a sponge, but if he is lucky, he will run into, well, the stoner, who will happily share his laughs while he's watching this video at the party, and then you can sit together, zonked out, having a great time. Or you find the supplier and pay for some more, or maybe you might find the party drug user who just gives you a little something to forget your weed addiction. And if none of these things work out for the guy who forgot his weed, then you can possibly just sit feeling sorry for yourself with the goths and emos. And you're probably wondering, what's the difference between them? And why do they sit differently on the chart? Simply answered, emos put much less effort into their look, and since the goth counterpart is much scarier, that combined with the dark look makes them the goths 10 times sexier than the emos who just look like they came from the skate park. So you're wondering, where exactly does the creator of this video fit into the equation? Well, I can play different roles really well at a party like hosting or DJing, but usually I was sitting to the middle of the crowd. Medium effort, medium importance. We love you, Ben. I fit into all three of these categories. Hot guy, yeah I know, taken guy, and vlogger without a phone. Very important to see that the vlogger without a phone is trying way less than the one that has one, but is more liked because, like, without his phone, he's having more fun, which resonates with the party. Hot party tip: the less you use your phone, the more fun that you will have, and the more people will like you. Then it's the hot guy who ranks just above the taken guy, whether his girlfriend is there or not. With the girl, slightly less girls will speak with you. Without the girl, slightly more girls will talk to you. Why only slightly? Well, we all know the guy has to make the first move anyways in the male-female interaction, so the hot guy will speak to exactly 2 or 3 more girls than he normally would if his girlfriend was there. But then you have the hot taken girl. Although she is more approachable now since she is taken, because you don't have to worry about being rejected by her, you don't feel like talking to her because she is taken. It's a bit of a conundrum. Her social importance has gone down since dating the football frat boy, but so has her amount of effort. From putting in a solid 6 before dating Brad, she is now settling for a dismal 4 while with Brad before the next party, where she can ditch Brad and put in that effort in and be the real cock tease. And then we have the VIPs of the party. You have the elders, the celebrity, and average Josephine. When I say elder, I don't mean just random old people. I'm talking about the older people who are still young at the core and with 20 plus years of party experience. Wise, noble, and a bunch of respect should be given. But you won't understand this until you're at least 28 years old. And you will see these legends and say to yourself, I want to be just like this when I'm that age. And you'll say this every time. Obviously, if you're Post Malone at the party, then he still needs to put a little more effort in so he doesn't get caught doing coke by the paparazzi. And then there is the female version of the average Joe, average Josephine. She gets a lot of attention, approachable by everyone, and every guy is wanting you. Some guys even prefer to get with average girls, maybe because some of the hot girls are just a little bit pretentious, just some. So if you have heard where you fit into the scope of the party and you don't like it, then there is hope for you. Still hope for you, my friend, because I want to go back to the Goldilocks zone, where there are still 2 people that we have yet to talk about, the dancer and the host friend. The host best friend gets most of the perks the host does, but with way less responsibility. And every category can just slide themselves into being the dancer. Again, like my last video, it would have been much quicker to tell you this at the start, but then you wouldn't have heard all my amazing jokes. So, the dancer works for everyone. Most parties, especially in Berlin, have 3 phases: chill, toilet, dance, and repeat. The party should be mostly about fun. The dancer is letting loose and having fun, makes you approachable, and doesn't matter if you're picking up or not. Just be in the moment at the party that you're at. It will attract the right people into your circle for the evening. This video has seen a transition of what parties were like for me growing up, and now the facade can just be thrown away and you can just dance. And if you can't dance, there are plenty of performance enhancing substances that can help you along the journey. So that is my summary of the different types of people that you will find at a party. And if you're still here, thanks for watching. I actually appreciate the shit out of you, but just in case, only because I swear a bit, subscribe and click that silly little bell so you never miss out on a Mind Map Madness video, explaining life's big questions with a difference. See you guys in the next one.